And it's the same squads actually, because it was in the juniors final. A very warm welcome to one and all. This is Sport Singapore's coverage of the 2021 edition of the National School Games. We are broadcasting live here from Nan Hua Primary as we are set to witness the West Zone Senior Division Boys Badminton Final, which sees Nan Hua Primary prepare to lock horns with Henry Park Primary. These two schools know each other very well, of course, having played in the second round earlier in the competition. Henry Park coming out on top in that one. As we prepare for the first singles match here of the final, Lo Johan for Nan Hua Primary in the black top. He faces Gan Tun Si from Henry Park. And here to call the action with me, I'm delighted to be joined by Mosh.
Thanks very much, Abi. It is great to be here indeed, witnessing the youngsters of Singapore showing off their skills on the badminton court. And as you just saw, Nan Hua Primary getting off to a decent start. It's 1-1 now. It's just heading out. That was a fantastic, fantastic downward smash from Henry Park. And he just found the corner of the court there. Lo Johan lifting the shuttle over his opponent.
So an interesting fact about Johan, I was told that this is actually his first year in the school team. And he's also made vice captain. So it's quite impressive that even though he hasn't had much competition experience, he's spearheaded his side's attack here in this final game.
He's a tall boy. He will definitely use that to his advantage in terms of reach and movement. But with these two having met before, I'm sure they know each other's games really well. And in between their matches, all they do is study and prepare for this moment.
They know each other very well. Of course, they played earlier in this competition. Notable as well that the two sides met in the final of the juniors competition 2 years ago. So the boys have progressed from the juniors to the seniors. They played each other this very stage. It'll be interesting to see how far they've come along in the space of just 2 years.
And that is really nicely smashed again by Sun Zi. He found the line there for her as a return. Just nipping at it is what he's doing. He's not moving around as much as his opponent, as you'll notice. He's staying at the center of the court and just trying to control the shuttle from that position. And that was out. So that's 10-6 now. We're almost there at the mid-game break. And that's forced another error off his opponent's racket. So, Henry Park Secondary School, Henry Park Primary School, I should say, take the lead at the mid-interval break at 11-6.
You take note that concurrently there's also the doubles matchup in the court adjacent to this main court here. This is, of course, a best of 5 series for the West Zone title.
Yep, so if you were, watching it on one court, you'd go first singles, first doubles, second singles, second doubles, and then third singles. That's how it would be played out if it was one court. But this primary school has been very busy, of course, running multiple matches over the day. And so they're using all their courts in this beautifully lit badminton hall.
That's what you call effective use of resources, I would say.
And it is the 2 matches, if you must know, happening right now. The final, of course, as Abhishek mentioned, over 2 courts. And the other 2 courts being used for the 3rd and 4th placed match between Nanyang Primary and Southview Primary. So it's a full house. Meanwhile, Henry Park Primary School are running away with this one. There you go, another lovely shot over the net. Deceptive, even though Lo Johan was standing right there, he just couldn't anticipate it.
Henry Park very strong in the competition so far, unbeaten. They've topped Group D in the group stages. And a blemish-free record so far.
He's just moving his opponent around really well, Sunzi. He's just, you'll see that he doesn't move much. He just uses the shuttle and directs it, and the opponent obviously has to then follow it. So he's got really good control here in terms of the fact that he is the shorter player of the 2.
So actually great maturity as well at such a young age to know how to work your opponent.
Just lovely. He's just finding the lines. He's mixing it up. You've got the long, clear shots, and then he mixes it up with the net shots and the drop shots. So good variety in his game. There you go again. And it's game point already.
20, game point 9.
And he has overhit that, so that's first game. Oh no, that made the line. Apologies. It's hard to see the far end of the court.
Game.
But that is the eventual game for Henry Park Primary School,
Game won by
21-10.
Henry Park Primary, 21-10.
As you mentioned, Mosh, Tunsi there, very, very comfortable. Looks like he hardly broke into his stride with that performance.
You feel like he could, take it up another notch if required. If he was pushed to that level, that he has it in him to take it up to another notch. So he's really playing, it seems confidently. He's not shaken up too much. It's a final after all. This is what they've been playing all this last 6-8 weeks for, right?
I think it's wonderful to see such confidence in kids who are 11, 12 years old, especially when it comes down to crunch time, because you want them to enjoy the sport, obviously,
Second game,
not feel the pressure.
It's the second game, and that was out.
Service over.
He mishit that a little bit. He was trying to go for the net shot there from a low angle, Lo Johan. Unfortunately, it didn't pull through. The error is already starting to come off his racket, unfortunately. Meanwhile, Sunzi seems to be flying. It's just a different, you can see the way they attack the game, that it's 2 different mindsets. You know what I mean? Like one is maybe struggling with his confidence and trying to change his shots up. Maybe something that he's not comfortable doing. And I'm talking about Lo Johan there.
Yep.
Whereas Gan Sunzi for Henry Park is just knows where he wants to hit the shuttle every time.
He's really put his opponent under pressure here, right from the get-go.
Service over.
And as you mentioned,
5-2.
confidence is a huge thing. Big aspect, especially when it comes to matches like these.
6-2.
6-2 now, so it's a 4-point gap, which in badminton is not a lot. It's easy to fight back. So, you know, you have to believe that, you know, no matter how big the gap looks on the scoreboard, it really, it's a fast game, so you can climb back fairly quickly. And that was nicely played. Nice clear shot.
Service over. 7-4.
Opting for the high serve, Gan Sunzi, which is interesting because that's a little bit more defensive. Pushes the opponent at the back of the court, but then also is allowing the opponent to attack the shuttle a little bit more. Nice
Service over.
Cross.
9-5.
cross court. Downward smash there. Again, just look at that. Just like he drove the shuttle, just skimming the net and falls into the opposite side of the court.
Really good technique.
There you go. Using the top part of his racket to attack at the net. And we're at the mid-interval mark already. 11-5 in the second game. And Henry Park Primary School also have the lead from the first game.
So Gan Sunzi will be looking to close this one out to put Henry Park on the board in the grand scheme of things. And this the West Zone Senior Division Boys Final. You see his opponent Johan being briefed rather by his coach Edwin.
11-5. Play.
He was trying to go for the backhand drive there,
6-12.
but misjudged that a little bit. And just smooth, just really smooth strokes coming off Sunzi's rackets. It feels effortless at the moment. It's unusual for him to make errors. That was an unusual error there where it went out.
So important for Johan at this stage not to let his head drop though.
Yeah.
14-7.
But you know, over the last couple of days, when talking to coaches, especially primary school coaches, Abhishek,
15-7.
they talk about the mental game a lot because at this age, it's really hard for young children to stay mentally strong. They require a lot of coaching and you know, constant reminders as what they need to do, how they can work differently, approach the game differently and stay strong. That's a big part of the coaching at this level. In badminton, in tennis, most of the racket sports, that's what they focus on at this age.
So it's no surprise that you find players who are comfortably in the lead. Those are the guys who are calm, composed. They're able to
Absorb the pressure.
Yes, exactly.
Right?
Yep.
It's just like that little fist bump there was all he needs to sort of, you know, get himself in the zone. You won't see many emotions because that's a sign that you are in charge, you're in control, and when you are 19-8 up, there's nowhere else to be.
Exactly. I would love to see a little bit of motion though. It makes for good viewing.
20 match point.
And we're in match point now. That was well played. Well set up.
Service
by Lo Johan there from Nan Hua.
20.
Finally, we saw some aggressive play. He took command of the point and moved his opponent around.
10, 20.
And that's all it takes. It takes a little bit of, it's like a small run of wins to change your belief in yourself.
Game.
Unfortunately, he was on match point for too many points there. So, 21-10.
By Henry Park Primary.
21-10, the final score
21-10,
in this
21-10.
first singles match. Henry Park Primary School, Gan Tzu Zi winning it easily.
Very impressive performance from Tunji there as we await the second singles on the main court here. Again, confirmation of the score of the first singles. Meanwhile, the first doubles is also taking place simultaneously in the court beside us. We will be back with singles number 2 next. It's Caleb Wong for Nan Hua Primary. He faces Jovan Lim from Henry Park.
Jovan, wear your mask first.
We are back here at Nan Hua Primary for this, the West Zone Senior Division Boys Badminton Final. We are the main court here for this matchup between Nan Hua Primary and Henry Park Primary School. Henry Park leading in the grand scheme of things here in the best of 5 series for this final matchup.
Okay, players ready to
We
play.
are one match up right now as we prepare for the second singles. This tie sees Caleb Wong from Nan Hua. He faces off with
Ladies and
Jovan
gentlemen,
Lim
on my right, Nan Hua Primary School,
of
represented
Henry
by
Park.
Caleb Wong Hoi Lok. And on my left, Henry Park Primary School, represented by Jovan Liu Ting. Nan Hua Primary School to serve, level, play. Court. 1 love.
So Nan Hua Primary drawing first blood in the second singles. It is a best of 5 tie altogether, but the singles and doubles are played simultaneously here at Nan Hua Primary School. We're into the second singles on the court nearest to us on the camera. Adjacent to them is the doubles. It's the first doubles being played as well. So, Abhishek, I've got to say, the coaches must be, having to keep an eye on two different games is quite the task.
It is, which is why there's a larger coaching squad actually, which includes the teachers in charge as well. And just one glance at the hall, and it really looks very frantic.
Yeah. With four matches
Of
going
course,
on.
the third and fourth placing as well.
It always amazes me in badminton when they have one court and they have it's a one venue and they have three matches, and all the noise that generates, and how players can stay in the zone, and this goes up to the top level of badminton, can stay in the zone and just focus on the game on their court, because there's so much noise elsewhere and there's so many announcements and people cheering on and all that.
That's exactly why not everyone can do what they do.
But this is more of a game on, it seems, between Henry Park Primary School and Nan Hua. Caleb Wong using his muscle. Lots of power in his shots. And even the serve, when he hits it, even though he's hitting it high, you can see it's coming fast, and that's the power. And it's at an angle as well, which makes it hard to reach because it's going so fast that you may not be able to catch up with it. But then just now this serve was a slower one, so he's mixing it up really well. Oh, great drop shot. Beautiful deception from the backcourt by Jovan Liu. And he did it really well, attacking at the net, at the opponent. That's brave, but it worked in this case. And that was a smash and return.
Both players really packed quite a punch in their smashes here.
It's a very different game from the first one.
Exactly.
First one, you could see a lot more clear shots being played at the back, towards the back court. You did see Nan Hua come closer to the net in that first game, trying to mix it up, but Henry Park Primary School's Gan Sun Zi, he was very center, dead center, and just moved the shuttle around. It's different here. You can see Henry Park a little bit more unstable, I want to say, or, having to think on their feet a little bit. You have to give credit to Nan Hua and Caleb Wong for that. So 11-7 at the break. Henry Park still very much in the lead, but it is slightly closer than the previous encounter. There's a 60-second break. The mid-interval break is 60 seconds normally, just for the coaches to have a word with the players with regards to their tactics, and then, for the players to also catch a break, get their breath, have a drink.
11-7, play.
And we've just gotten confirmation that Henry Park have also won their first double, so they are 2-love up in this final showdown with Nan Hua. So that means victory here would pledge them the West Zone Senior Division Boys title.
It is a big match now for Jovan Liu. He is, I'm not sure he's aware, which is a good thing because it takes the pressure off a little bit. But he must be, of course, just single-minded in his approach to this match, that it's a win, that he needs to win regardless.
Service over, 13-9.
Great placement. Just a light touch. He nicked it
9.
and it fell on the back court.
4. Service over. 10. 14.
It feels like they've got the fundamentals right, Henry Park Primary School. Like it's not like they're playing with a lot of flair, or there's a lot of show business happening on court. They're just targeting certain areas of the court, targeting certain weak points of the players, and are at it.
Play.
You can see that they've been coached on the basics very, very well.
Again, that's something that is quite important at this age, is to get your
Service
fundamentals
over.
right.
15. 10.
And as you grow, you add to your game, the showmanship.
16. 10.
It was just out. Oh, that was a nice smash from the back court,
Service over.
From Caleb Wong.
11. 16.
narrowing the gap to 4 points.
Service over. 17. 11.
Oh, he wanted to smash that.
Perhaps a little bit too impatient.
Yeah. He misjudged that completely.
You saw the headlines there. That one. You can see that Caleb, he does like his powerful
12,
smashes.
18.
Yeah. He went too quick to the net. He was too quick to get there. And that was a powerful
over.
downward
19,
shot
12.
from Henry Park from the back court. There you go. That's the smash he wanted to do the first time round.
Exactly what he's looking
Service
for.
over. 13. 19. Let him take. Let him take. Service over. 20. Game point. 13.
It's game point now for Henry Park to take the advantage in this second
Game.
singles, and there you have it. So 1 love up in the second singles, and
First game
remember,
won by
a win here
5
means
decides.
it's game over.
First game won by
Well, not game over, but the
50
match is won.
every
They will play all 5
21,
games, of
30.
course.
So, yes, victory here for Caleb. Sorry, not Caleb.
Jovan
Jovan Liu
Yeah.
will mean that Henry Park will win the West Zone Senior Division Boys Badminton title. That's on virtue that they've also clinched their first doubles matchup earlier. But however, in the spirit of sportsmanship and participation, all the players will be allowed to see out their matches.
Because it's not just about, winning. It's also about gaining experience at this level. It's about, giving everyone a chance to have a go at see where they stand in comparison to other schools and other teams. You don't have many opportunities to do that. And the inter-schools, games are one such thing. Try and match yourself to the other schools.
I think especially with what's going on globally right now, these games prove to be a very important platform for youngsters to express themselves.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's just, it's hard as anyone who likes sport, as an athlete, no matter how young you are, if you are used to spending a large amount of time out there
Second
playing,
game. Level. Play.
and then to be confined at home and not be able to do what you love doing, it's tough.
One
It's
love.
tough to stay motivated. It's tough to get going after that.
I think it's tough for the parents as well to keep them at home. So
I know. I think they'll be happy about that as well.
2 love.
So well done to the authorities for getting these games underway. Of course, with the necessary safety
Service over.
measures in place.
1,
As
2.
you see the second game rather, get underway.
Oh, that was beautiful net exchange there with a drop shot
Service over.
from Caleb
3,
Wong,
1.
but Jovan Liu getting there. Agile.
4, 1.
It was good judgment call from Caleb Wong to let it go.
2-4.
You could see it was heading out. 2-point game here in the second. Of course, Caleb Wong and Nan Hua Primary School need to win this game to stay in this fixture, in this tie, because
It's over.
they win this game, they push this match to a third.
5-2.
That gives them a chance then to come back. Unless, of course, the doubles that's now taking place wraps up before that.
So I don't think that the players are aware of the scores on the other court, which helps,
2.
of course.
But at the way Henry Park are playing, I don't think they need to know each other's scores and worry about that. They've been really, really confident with their badminton, their own game, their own skills. They've kept the lead most of the time through both the singles that we've seen. And that was again a lovely drop shot from Jovan Liu.
It's a contrasting style between these two players because
Oh, he tried to smash it again.
Exactly.
Just coming forward and hitting it at the net. Maybe that's what he's trying to do, because that prevents Jovan the chance to return the shot. But the mistakes are being made as a result.
Service over. 4-8.
He's trying to kill the game pretty much. That's what he's trying to do.
that requires a bit of patience at times.
Service over.
But he does have a powerful smash on him though.
Yeah. See, as long as it goes into, as soon as it goes into a rally, it allows Jovan Liu to then manipulate the shuttle, right? So what Caleb's trying to do is kill the rally with the smash. That seems to be his tactic, because as soon as it goes, the longer the rally goes, the higher the chances that Henry Park Primary School are going to win the point. And that's exactly what's happened so far. 11 for the mid-game interval. And it's all going Henry Park Primary's way.
Henry Park leading proceedings at this point. They're 1-love up. We are in the second game here. This was the second singles in the West Zone Senior Division Boys Final. Both these schools very familiar with each other because they are the schools who will usually end up in the latter stages of the West Zone. They played each other in the juniors 2 years ago.
Part 1, 20 seconds. Part 1, 20
And
seconds.
that same squad has progressed
Player. Thank you,
to
coach.
this senior division where they once again face off.
Moving up the ranks.
11-4. Play.
That was a great return. Very quick reflexes there
12
from Jovan Liu at the net. That was a low serve this time that he used.
13-4.
And as Caleb Wong tried so hard to use his forehand in a powerful way, downwards, mostly his movement, and that forced the error. Oh, that was hard. We could hear it all the way at the back here.
I felt it actually.
The vibrations. Trying to give him a taste of his own medicine,
Exactly.
maybe.
Jovan showing that he has a wide array of shots in his arsenal.
Over.
That was a nice
14-5.
cross-court net shot there. Just not going his way.
15-5.
There you go. His favorite shot. Unfortunately, he finds the net more than he finds his opponent, Caleb Wong. It's proving to be his downfall at the moment, while his opponent is getting all his shots right.
17-5.
It's actually my favorite shot as well because it's quite a thrill to get from seeing him generate so much power.
I was in.
Service over. 6-17.
He's going for the low
Service over.
serve there.
18-6.
Caleb Wong. Didn't quite work for him. Look at, he's trying to, there, that's a powerful smash that he should play more often. From the backcourt maybe, give himself enough room
18.
and time to hit the shuttle.
Then that's down to decision making and being patient, picking your moments.
That's a great shot. That's a good drive, straight at his opponent. And Jovan Liu.
7.
Misjudged that. I think he could have got that.
8, 19.
The shuttle went behind him.
Out.
And that's out.
Service over.
So,
20.
match point.
Point 8.
It's actually championship point for Henry Park.
Now he'll smash. And oh, beautiful. He smashed it. His opponent got to it, and then it was the drop shot. That's how you set it up actually in badminton. Really well played by Jovan Liu to win 21-13, 21-8 and give Henry Park the championship. So
they're now the West Zone Senior Division Boys Champion. Henry Park with that victory. Jovan Liu with a very commendable performance, ending it off in style. I think that was the difference between the two sides in the end. Great illustration of where they are at in their badminton careers right now, because Henry Park have looked very, very polished in their performance. So congratulations to Henry Park. But it's not over just yet. We have the second doubles in the adjacent court underway right now. And we also have the final singles match, which will feature Luo Yeti versus Liu Tianxiu, as Nan Hua Primary and Henry Park Primary to battle for one final time on this court, and that's coming up next.
Ready to play? Come, cancel. Take one test. They have test yet. Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Nan Hua Primary School, represented by Luo Yi. And on my left, Henry Park Primary School, represented by Liu Tianxiu. Henry Park Primary School to serve, level, play.
And the final singles matchup of the West Zone Senior Division Boys Final is underway. It's Luo Yiti versus Liu Tianxuo of Henry Park Primary. Just a reminder, Henry Park Primary have actually clinched the zone title. This after winning their first two singles matches as well as the doubles match, with their second doubles still ongoing in the adjacent court.
Service over, 2-1.
But I believe they're in the lead. So this could be a clean sweep by Henry Park if they win these remaining two matches.
Service over, 2-all. Service over, 3.
Just on the line. It's called in. And that's out.
4-2.
Trying to hit the clear shot from the black court is Ichi from Nan Hua Primary.
Najat, signal. 5-2.
The umpire is Erica Chu. Of course, the lines judges, if I can call them that, are the boys from the primary school. So the umpire has to take control of everybody, make sure that they're, indicating at the right time. Oh, great drop shot. He tried so hard to get there. Tianxuo of Henry Park School.
Service over.
Slippery
3,
court.
5.
But that was a lovely drop shot. And for the high serve,
Service over.
and
6,
that's out.
3.
Look, that's really good net play in terms of getting the drop shot and pulling his opponent
7,
forward.
3.
And when the opponent's running forward to make the shot, they don't always make it right. They might get there in time, but they're never going to necessarily get it right every time. So as you saw, Tianxuo tried to do the cross-court net shot, and that didn't work his way.
9.
And just like that, it did not go Nan Hua's way either this time around. Out.
10, 3.
We're approaching the mid-interval break already.
Service over. 4, 10.
And this time he's got it.
Over.
The
11,
cross-court
4
net shot
interval.
across the net, beautifully placed. 11-4 to Henry Park Primary School. Easy lead at this point. So the coach is, of course, talking strategy, and I'm sure they've picked up on the mistakes potentially the boys have made in that first half of the game, and making sure they don't repeat it. You'll see very often coaches take
Part 1,
notes
20 seconds.
as
Part
they
1,
watch the
20
players,
seconds.
and it's
Thank you,
taking
coach.
notes of the mistakes tend to what they make, so that they can remind them that they should not repeat those mistakes later on in the game.
11-4.
But I'm sure at this age it's all about confidence boosting. No matter what
Play.
mistakes they make, no matter what it is, just be confident. Oh, nice backhand. That was out. He hit that hard, Tianxuo. Maybe a little too hard, but the direction was not quite accurate.
There was actually quite a good rally between the two.
And that was another Lovely drop shot from Michi.
He's been trying
Exquisite.
that. He's been trying that
Yeah.
during this.
He's got
opening
some
set.
strong net skills. You can see that that's his favorite part of the court to aim, the forecourt. So his smash is normally set up what would be his next shot, and that's
7-12.
the drop shot or the net shot. He does like that quite a lot, it seems. Oh, and this time
Service over.
it was
13.
well out. There he did it again from the back court, hits it lightly, allows the shuttle to drop naturally in the front court. And that was nicely played by Henry Parks.
Service over.
Tian Shuo.
14-8.
It's a comfortable 6-point lead at this point.
It is
for
a
Henry
comfortable lead, but I think it's notable that both players are actually giving
Service
very,
over.
very good accounts of
9-14.
themselves.
That's a good rally now. Ending with a smash right on the center line
Service over.
from Lu Tianxuo.
15-9.
Brimming with confidence he is at this point as he opens up that gap to 6 points again. Oh, just in. So he hit it well, it hit the
Service
line.
over. 10,
And although
15.
Tianzhou was right there, he just didn't think. He thought it was going out, so he just, misjudged it. And it was too late to then catch up. Great net play from Tianzhou now.
Service over. 16-10.
He's really getting to his rhythm here, Tianxuo. For Henry Park Primary.
It's just, it's been a very calm display from Henry Park Primary. A lot of patient play overall.
Service over. 11-16.
They haven't let the occasion get to them. And I guess when you play at this level so often as a school, you almost instill a sense of
12-16.
belief no matter what the circumstance demands.
Henry Park, a big name badminton school actually in the circuit here.
Service over.
So it's no surprise that
12.
they know how to set it up on occasions like this.
So they've won the doubles as well, the second double, so it's a 4 zip
13,
lead at the moment
17.
for Henry Park, and it looks like it's going to be a clean sweep at the way they're going. 17-11 up now. Nan Hua trying their best. Unfortunately, it's not gone their way today. They were the ones who made more errors in their game, and so they're going to go back to the drawing board and
14,
try to figure out
17.
another way to win this.
Wonderful smash there from him too.
15-17.
He's shown glimpses of what he can do.
But he's narrowed it now to a 2-point gap, so he's come back strong. Look at that net shot. Oh. And that was well played. Just out,
16-17.
unfortunately, for Tianzhou. And a mini comeback of sorts we're witnessing here from Nan Hua Primary. There you go. He's evened the score. He was 11-17 down at one point. He's gone on a run of 6 points to even the score. Will they pull one back now is the question. Yeah, unfortunately, you knew that was coming. He hit it a bit too high. Net shot.
17.
Really tight affair in this opening set here. This final singles matchup.
Service over. 18 all.
It's a 21-point game, of course. 2 points difference as well. That was coming. Oh, right at him. Right at the opponent, that smash. And you see the emotions. You see how much it means to him. He had such a nice lead, and then to lose that, it really drives you then every time you win a point.
You're not supposed to shout or cheer in the court because of the COVID measure. Okay?
The umpire just taming the
19,
excitement down
18.
a little bit.
Sorry.
19-18.
19-18.
Smashed that again. His net shot is good, but when he has to then back it up with a lower net shot that goes too high and gives the Tian Shuo the opportunity to smash it towards him. So
20. Game point.
he starts it off nicely with a drop shot, which he hopes the opponent doesn't make. But when he makes it, it unfortunately ruins his plans. In 2019. So still
19-20.
still game point here. Hit it hard, and it's 21-19. A shout, a yelp of hurrah. He couldn't help himself there.
Henry Park Primary.
You can understand why though, because he was pushed to the wire there by his opponent from Nan Hua Primary. Nonetheless, it's Tian Shuo and Henry Park who find themselves in the lead after the opening game here in the 5th and final singles of the West Zone Senior Division Boys Final, as we await for game number 2. Victory here for Henry Park would ensure a clean sweep of this final, cementing their status as one of the top schools in badminton in this zone. Henry Park, of course, had a top 4 finish in the Nationals 2 years ago. They always managed to find themselves in the latter stages of both the zonal and national competitions.
He is pumped up, Tian Shuo. Can't wait to get back on court. Clearly the momentum was with him right at the end, so he's ready to go. Whereas Ichi probably needs a little bit more coaching, a little bit more calming, saying that you still can win this match if you get this game in. A little bit more encouragement.
Second game, level play.
Nice backhand. There's great footwork there from Tian Shuo. He's moving to the back of the court and to the front quite fast, but he always also then remembers to return to the center position. Oh, stretch there by Ichi. That was in. It was just on the line. He misjudged that one. Very confident play. You know, when you can do that, just like come close to the net and just, you know, delicately flip your racket to guide the shuttle, that's confidence. Smashed in. by Ichi.
Out.
The other thing that
Service
happens that
over.
when you win a very
3
close
all.
match or a very close game is that you feel that no matter what happens in the fluctuation of the next games, you can always pull it back.
Gives everyone the sense of belief, including the spectators as well, because
3.
it has been very tight between these two, even though there have been some. The advantage between the two have been up to 6 points in
Yep.
the first game, yeah.
Yeah. But like I said, badminton, 4.6 points, it's easy to crawl back into that. You just need the momentum. You need to run with it.
Momentum seems to be in favor of Henry Park at this point, though.
But what you see now is a lot of aggression from both players. They're really hitting the shuttle hard. They're attacking more. They want to get on the front foot. It's also about controlling the game a little bit more. There you go. Powerful smash right at his opponent from Tian Shuo.
4.
He, of course, it's nice to see that they apologize for it, that it was unintentional. And that's out.
Service over. 5.
There are
6.
nerves, no matter how confidently you play. When you're playing a final, and you know it, you're the difference between a clean sweep and a 4-1.
Service over.
The nerves are definitely there then.
But credit to the players, they're not showing it, though. These boys are just 11, 12 years of age.
Service over. 6. 7.
It's incredible kind of badminton that we've seen over the last few days.
Service over. 8. 6.
Especially from the primary school kids. They really, I mean, the level of play is impressive. I'm pretty sure some of these kids can match up to their secondary school counterparts.
Service over. 7. 8.
It's a very high serve. Yes, the net play is beautiful. He's all over the floor. But those two shots at the net, that was beautiful from Ichi. It set it up for him. He had the court to himself to smash wherever he wanted.
Got to give credit to Tian Shuo as well.
For trying to get to it.
Great conviction.
Service over. 9. 8.
But look, it's a close game again. The leads exchanging hands. And this time it was Tian Shuo
10. 8.
with a beautiful net shot. Dropping it just in front of his opponent. Oh, he made it. He made the shot, but he mishit that completely, so it went out. That's out again. So 11-9. Mid-game interval for 60 seconds for a drinks break and a quick chat with the coaches.
I think everyone needs the break because it's been so tight. Hard to call between these two in this second game rather.
So both the doubles went Henry Park's way in straight games as well. So they really have swept the competition so far. Straight game wins through all 4 matches.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
So they've clearly done their homework because they managed to beat Nan Hua in the second round, but it was 3-2 in that one.
11-9.
And that was
Play.
actually for Henry Park the only 3-2
The only time they
scoreline.
actually dropped.
Yeah, the only time they dropped 2 games
Ball. Service over. 10.
in
11.
that round. And actually in the tournament.
In the tournament, yeah.
Yeah. So you know Nan Hua have it in them to push Henry Park and get the better of their opponents. And I think, you know, if they learn anything from this edition, it will be to just change those little mistakes that they make.
12.
And for all you
11.
know, next year round, they will actually get the better of Henry Park Primary School.
It's clear that Nan Hua have a very strong foundation and base to build from. As I said, it's just a matter of capitalizing. And your opponents are cutting out the mistakes as well.
That was a great lift from
Service over.
Tian Shuo at the net.
12
He
all.
ran forward to make the drop shot. He made it, and just to save the shuttle, he lifted it really high. But what that did was force the opponent of Yi Chi's racket. Force the error.
13. 12.
Oh, that looked like it hurt. It looked like it hurt himself. He really,
over.
you know, goes for
13
it with
all.
all his might. He thinks he can make every shot. The exuberance of youth.
Service over. 14.
I think the
13.
coach is telling him to calm down a little bit and just sort of play his natural game. Because just right there, before this point, the coach had a word. His coach sitting at the back and telling him to just... Oh, that is a lot of aggression. That is indeed showing
15,
intention.
13.
He won't give up. He won't back down. Lu Tianshou. Just in. And the corner, that too.
16. 13.
Don't know if he intended it that way, but it just... We got really, really lucky with that shot, I think. That's out. So slowly,
17. 13.
the game is creeping away from Nan Hua Primary School. But then
Service over.
there's still some
14,
signs of brilliance
17.
there, Abhishek.
I think 3 points is the biggest gap between these two players in this game so far.
Again,
Service
finding the
over.
lines. He is.
18. 14.
And the coach has a word every now and then with him saying, you know, to stay calm, play your game, hit the shots accurately. That's what's important in badminton. It's not always how hard you hit the shuttle. It's how well you place it and how accurately you find the lines.
You mentioned his footwork. Again, it's on display there from Tian Shuo.
19.
Getting around the court
14.
so effortlessly.
He's fast, he's agile. He
Very
has
agile.
no trouble with going from back to front and back again, and then finding his center ground as well.
And then to pick out the shots that you want as well after that.
It's quick thinking and quick feet.
20. Match
So we're on
point,
match point
14.
now.
Out. Game.
And that is game 21-14 in the second
Match
game.
won by Henry Park Primary. 21.
And
19,
with that, Henry
21,
Park
14.
have made a
Thank you,
clean
line
sweep
judges.
of this West Zone Senior Division Boys Badminton Final. That was Tian Shuo
Yeah, thank you so much.
beating
Thank
Luo Yizi to love in the 5th boys singles for this final matchup. and that means Henry Park are crowned West Zone Senior Division Boys Badminton champions, actually.
Yep, 5 wins overall, all straight game wins, and real show of dominance here by Henry Park to be crowned champions. I'm sure they've done their coaches proud today. Show of confidence, a show of calm, a show of composure. All that was very visible in the Henry Park game.
So congratulations to the players and coaching staff from Henry Park. Also congratulations for Nan Hua for putting in a great performance. This has been the Sports Singapore's coverage of the National School Games. You just witnessed Henry Park seal the West Zone Senior Division Boys Badminton Championship. It's been a pleasure to bring all the action live to you. Thank you, Mosh, for your company.
Thank you, Abhishek. It's been a pleasure. Really enjoyed the badminton. Look forward to more of it as these games progress.
So do follow all the action from the National School Games at go.gov.sg /NSG. Till next time, goodbye.